So, Rafael.
What up? What up?
Man, I've got a bit of a vendetta against some birds I want to talk about.
I've been hearing about these birds, man. Tell me what's going on with these birds.
I've been kind of building up to this and talking to you about it the last couple weeks now.
Yes.
But, man, I'm almost 40. And I've come across a lot of fucking birds in my life. And I can tell you, as far as all of the animals on this earth, birds are the biggest assholes.
So let me know something, man. I feel like you got some stories because you feel real strong about this.
I do, man. Like, look, I've had bad encounters, and as I've talked to other people about my personal experiences, it seems like I'm not alone on this, right? So I know we talked a little bit about this before, but you've never been shitted on by a bird.
I ain't never had no problems with no birds. Like that's when you was kind of enlightening me a little bit. I was kind of confused. I was like, "It's birds that do this?"
Yeah, I do like all the fucking time. Apparently, like, I
just had them shit on my car. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's about me and the beef what me and birds get.
And that's probably the most common. I know everybody's had bird shit on their car.
Oh yeah,
I get bird shit on my car like every week. I wonder if the birds are just out to get me. Maybe I'm going to turn into a bit of a bird conspiracy theorist.
Oh.
I mean, some people say that birds are like drones and they spy on people, but I don't know if I'm going to go that far.
I was about to say that's one step away from being a cat lady.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be that crazy bird man.
Yeah, that great. Harvey Dent.
Be like that bird lady from Home Alone.
Oh, the pigeon lady.
The pigeon lady.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, man. I've been pooped on a few times by birds in my life.
Like outside your car?
Yeah. Like I've had an actual shitty day.
Damn.
Where a bird shit on me. So really the most prominent experience that I've had was when I was a freshman in high school. And, you know, what's bad enough is that's already a new experience for me because I was homeschooled until high school. So, you know, I'm trying to adjust to life in school as a freshman, which is probably a bad time to jump into school, honestly.
Yeah.
So this one morning I'm walking to the bus stop and it's about a 6-block walk for me. And I'm on like block 5. I can see like the bus stop from where I'm at. And I feel a little tap on my shoulder. And I'm like, is that like my friend tapping on my shoulder? Like, what's going on? And I look down and there's bird shit on my shoulder.
Oh my God.
You know? And like, I'm already a freshman. I don't really know a whole lot of people in school.
So you didn't even see the bird?
No, I didn't see the bird. I mean, this guy, look, I don't know if he like swooped in and shit on me or if he
drive-by shit.
He did like one of those like high altitude, you know, sky raids and dropped a bomb. You know, I don't know if he was plotting on me or if this was like an accident.
Nah, that wasn't no accident.
No, I don't think birds make accidents.
Nah. Because that is mad wild. Like, just out of nowhere. Like, nah, he peeped you out. Yeah, he peeped you out in that 3rd block.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, if I fly here, by the time you get here, direct hit.
He told me eating a pizza outside the other day, and he was like, you know what, you didn't give me that crust, motherfucker. I got you.
Payback.
So yeah, I'm walking, you know, it felt like another morning. Then I had a bird shit on my shoulder. And I just took it as a sign. I'm like, you know what? I just want me to be in school today.
Did you turn back around?
I'll turn around and go home.
I feel you.
I tell you, like, I had a key to the front door, so I just let myself in the house and took my shirt off, crawled back in bed and went to sleep. I was like, fuck it, this day's over.
Yeah, I feel you on that. When it starts out like that, like, that's how, let's just start over.
I mean, maybe that bird saved my life. Maybe I would have went to cross over that street to the bus stop and got hit by a car. Maybe I would have got, like, mugged or jumped in school. Hey, maybe I would have got stabbed. I don't know. That bird might have saved my life.
That bird might have been a canon event. It might be a whole bunch of Tonys that got shitted on their shoulders that day. And it was like, we're not going this way.
That's true. You know, maybe going to school would have broke the sacred timeline.
Could have. It could have.
Then the TVA would have came through.
Man, that would be some wild shit.
Yep.
If some stuff like that happened. And like we just see a portal come and these motherfuckers with goddamn pruning rods. I'm like, we're not supposed to be here?
No.
That's what I'm going to ask. We're not supposed to be doing this?
And you know, what's crazy about that is I've actually talked to many people. You're kind of an exception, but you've never been shitting on. But there's a lot of people that's been shitting on. I was telling the story to my dad the other day, and he said to me, well, his uncle had a story why he couldn't eat saltine crackers anymore. I'm like, okay, I need to hear this now. So that was one of his favorite snacks. So he would be outside eating saltine crackers, and one day he took a bite of one. He's like, ew, it tastes like shit. Okay, maybe a little pun intended.
Whoa.
So he pulled it out, and a bird is shitting on a saltine cracker. I mean, look.
Oh, fuck no.
So when I tell you I got shitted on, and it not being an accident, like to shit on a saltine cracker, I mean, those bitches are about this big. The birds know what the fuck they're doing. And to that day, he could never have a saltine cracker the rest of his life. Ruined saltine crackers for this guy. But imagine, like, I don't know if I could stick to that standard. Like, if a bird shitted on a slice of pizza, I'd throw away that slice of pizza. I probably wouldn't give up pizza for the rest of my life.
Me neither. But you didn't put it in your mouth, though.
That's true.
That's the thing. Like, that's what's killing me, man.
Like, how do you miss that?
I don't
like,
know, man.
You know, when that bird shit hit my shoulder, I felt that little tap. Like, you didn't feel like the little tap on the cracker?
That's diabolical.
That is diabolical.
Man, oh my God. Like you could see it like on your piece and you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
But to not, oh, this tastes like shit. No, motherfucker, that ain't shit.
Yeah. But you know, I didn't grow up in the best neighborhood. I didn't really come across a drive-by, but apparently that would qualify as like a flyby.
Yeah, that's a flyby.
Flyby? Yeah. Well, Rafael, if you could be any kind of bird, what kind of bird would you be?
Ooh. Any bird. I think eagles are overrated.
Yeah.
I know that's probably not real patriotic of me to say, but
I mean, it's been done. I mean, how many people have like eagle tattoos?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think the fans is what brought down me not being despising Eagles, but you know, just being overrated.
Tell you what, while you're thinking about that, I'll tell you which bird I would not want to be.
What bird you don't want to be?
I don't want to be a fucking pigeon.
I don't be no pigeon either.
No. I mean, those are like the equivalent of like a homeless person in the bird community, in my opinion. All they want to do is eat out of the dumpster.
Yeah.
If you got food, they want to be in your business. Eating the crumbs that you leave behind. I don't know. Pigeons just feel like they're dirty birds.
Yeah.
And you only really see them in like the city areas, major metropolitan areas. Like I've never really seen a pigeon in my backyard. So it's like it reminds me of like the homeless community. I mean, it sounds terrible, but I mean, like you go to like a city, downtown, you see them on every corner, all over the place, always looking at you.
And shit, and to confirm your assumption, shit here, Home Alone, we was talking about.
That's right.
It was pigeons on the homeless lady, so it's like you can't get no better than that.
Yeah, and then like John Wick, wasn't that in John Wick too? Like the one dude, they pose as homeless people.
Yeah, that was Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he call himself? Wasn't it the Pigeon King?
Might have been. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did call himself that.
So I mean, that's kind of like a staple, I guess. If you're homeless, you may not have a pet dog. Maybe you do, but you have pigeons.
You got pigeons.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to be a fucking pigeon. I would say anything else but a pigeon. Maybe even like a parakeet. I don't know, but I'd probably be a hawk. You're not an eagle. You're not like.
I guess that's the same.
The cliche, bird of prey.
Yeah.
But a hawk. I mean, you're still like eating squirrels and all types of other shit. Like cats, they go after cats. Like kittens, puppies. I've seen like a video on social media where somebody had like a sugar slider, whatever you call those little things, and like they nurse it to health, or like even like a rabbit, and they release the animal, and then a fucking hawk swoops in and grabs it.
With the quick fast.
Yeah. I remember this one video. I felt bad because like the little kid's like, no, you took my friend.
I bet he was heartbroken.
Look, I was heartbroken from the sidelines. Imagine like that's your story.
Oh yeah,
you did that. You saw that happen.
Yeah, that's the villain arc. Yeah. Villain arc has started.
That's right. That kid grew up and got a BB gun, started shooting all the fucking birds.
With the quick fast. I think I would. Let me sit here thinking about it. I think I would. I don't know. I'd be a vulture.
Ooh, okay. Now, is that a comic tie-in or is that like the actual vulture?
No, like a no. If you're talking about comic book vulture, you know, I don't know about Adrian Toombs. Like he was kind of suspect. He was preying on just people and sucking their life out. Like, yeah, I would want to be a vulture.
Okay.
So, I feel like they're like misunderstood birds of prey.
Yeah.
Because they don't really like. I mean, they stalk you, but they wait till you.
They wait till you're sick and die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they clean up the streets too.
Yes.
Like, man, out here in the country, dude, like there's so many like dead animals, whether it's like a possum, you know, even a skunk, deer. I mean, they have to clear that shit out. You know, people drive by all this fucking roadkill like it's nothing. They'll run over a dead body 1,000 times before they do anything.
And you know, the crazy thing about this, I've been seeing a lot of that here lately. Mm-hmm. It's like every time I get out and drive, there's something dead on the road. Yes. And it's like it's more deers than anything.
You know, nobody picks them up.
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. And you would think that, you know, people that, I mean, I don't know how people hunt, but, you know, what the process you have to do but, you know, I would assume that, you know, if people, you know, ate deer meat, that, you know, they would
pick it up
and take it with them.
Get out of the car, touch it. If it's still warm, it's probably good.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet people do that.
Oh, yeah. That's what, you remember, what's that old TV show? The Beverly Hillbillies? Yeah. I remember in the actual movie that they did, that they picked up roadkill and they took it back and ate it and did all this stuff. But I'm pretty sure a lot of... Man, you just reminded me of something. A little bit of a side story. So there's some extended family of mine. I believe they live up in Arkansas. Kansas.
Yes. And so they have what's called a roadkill day, where the whole family gets together once a day and they bring all the roadkill they've collected over the past year out of the freezer, out of the deep freeze, and then they cook it all up and eat it. Yeah. We're not like blood family. You know, we're married into that through like a few other like marriages. So yeah, that's not me. That's not my people. Yeah. I don't claim that. That might be people. But you know what though? I mean, it might be good. I mean, we might be missing out on a fine delicacy.
I'm cool to miss out on that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I'm cool with all of that.
You know, I've never had a squirrel. I mean, it might be good. It might not be good.
Nah, I don't want no squirrel.
I just don't know if I want it with like a hint of asphalt and tire rubber, you know?
Nah, not I don't think I want anything with asphalt and pavement.
No. Tar. I mean, the only thing that should be eaten with tar is like dinosaurs back in the day or something. Man. The animal falls in a tar pit, you know, you eat what's not in the tar. Yeah. That's
about as far as that's going.
Okay, so you're a vulture.
Yes.
Right? So if you're a vulture, what kind of bird stuff you doing? What kind of bird activities would you have day in and day out?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be super petty.
Me too.
It's gonna be petty. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be out the way. Yeah. I am shitting on people. Or you know, I might not directly shit on people, but I would shit to ruin people's days in the most obscene ways. Like, I don't know, man. Like shitting on people's food. I don't know, man. I just do like, I don't know, man. I just be random. I just be random.
Dude, I remember when I had my Mustang, every time I'd wash it, bird would shit on it.
Oh yeah, so you had one bird that was just out for you then.
So I don't know if it was one bird, because I mean, it would get shit on in the driveway. It get shit on Walmart and parking lot. It get shit on everywhere I go.
Still, it's one
so
bird.
I don't know if they didn't like Mustangs or not. You know, maybe it was a Mustang thing, but maybe it's the shiny. Maybe like birds are like annoyed by like a bright reflection. And they're just like, you know what? If we shit on it enough times, it'll dull out the reflection.
Maybe it'll stop.
Because, you know, they're up there like flying, looking for like prey as a scavenger or a hunter. And like, you know what? This reflection keeps like blinding my ass from the sun. Let me shit on it.
Man.
Maybe there's a science to it, right? Maybe they're just assholes.
No, they're just assholes. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you.
Definitely the latter.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man, the way that they do stuff and the calculation, like, nah, this shit is on purpose. Yeah. There's nothing accidental about anything.
You know what I want to do, man? Like, if you look at statues are covered in bird shit. Like, if you ever seen, like, just any statue or monument, I mean, dude, like, it's, like, stained, like, that white creamy color shit. Like, if I ever came into a lot of money, I would probably invest in statues of birds so the birds can shit on themselves.
You know,
that's petty as fuck.
It is.
I don't need money in my life. I think I need to live paycheck to paycheck with a little bit extra.
And just go ahead.
Because I'm going to put my money into petty shit, like building bird statues so they can shit on themselves. You know what? I'm going to build, like, bird toilets so people can shit on birds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I heard of bird baths.
Yeah.
But bird toilets?
I'll take a shit in that bird bath. Take that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Take that.
Well, I bet, man, motherfuckers start being that pity. They walk around the little fountain, the little bird bath, and it's got human shit just coming out. Man,
like, I wonder if the birds would understand. Like, they see me taking a shit in their bird bath, or they just come back, like, after flying around town, like, damn, another fucking human shit in my fucking bowl.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy. They're like, I bet there's some homeless dude.
Yep.
Well, ain't no pigeons around. Can't be. Let me stop.
No, not at all. Well, I think the two worst birds, in my opinion, the biggest groups of assholes are going to be geese and seagulls.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know, again, you're the exception. You haven't really ran into any issues with geese?
Not personally, you know.
But you probably know some people.
Well, I know some people, and I've saw some things, like at parks and shit, but I ain't never been, like, you know, directly affected by any birds of no mischief of no sorts. Yeah. I guess they like me. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I know some of it's self-inflicted. A lot of people I've talked to and asked of their experiences, you know, some of them say it's self-inflicted. Well, you know, yeah, the geese kind of attacked me, but I kind of started it.
So you out here just causing mayhem.
Well, I think that's how it happens sometimes, but I had an instance where I was just kayaking on the lake, and there was like a little area off the lake where there's a bunch of geese. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, it's cool to see some birds out here, you know, get in touch with nature. And as we start paddling closer, I hear them making their little honking noise. And they're getting more aggressive, and they're coming to the edge of the road, or the edge of the ground or whatever. They're coming up to the lake. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, they're eyeballing me. They're yelling at me in their language. What's about to go down? And, like, dude, if I tell you, like, I was simply paddling by. They're flying in the water, trying to come at my ass. Like, I'm yelling at these bitches. Hey!
Like they can't hear you.
Yeah. Like, get back, motherfucker.
I can only see you.
Dude, like, I'm sitting here thinking, like,
hey!
Yeah, you know, they responded. You know, when you yell at them, you become aggressive. They kind of back down a little bit. Mm-hmm. But doing some research, like, geese are very territorial, for one. And if they have babies, they become very aggressive too. But they're not really afraid of much of anything. So they will definitely put their beak out there and let you know how they feel. So, I mean, we were almost attacked that day by them, but luckily they got scared off. And I was sitting here thinking, damn, like, the only thing I got out here is this paddle. I'm about to break it in two and, like, go to war with these birds. You know, my sister, she lived in a community that had, like, a little common area, and there was a bunch of geese up there, and they'd get harassed by them pretty often just walking through.
Yeah, I've always noticed that they hella aggressive, especially when you got food in your hand. Mm-hmm. Boy, I done seen some shit go down at parks.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just running around screaming. Like, come help me, please. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it'd be a whole, like, gaggle of geese.
Fuck that gaggle.
On that ass. Yeah, fuck that gaggle.
Dude, like, you're right about the geese, but I'll tell you the most tactical birds that I've come across are seagulls. Mm-hmm. When it comes to food, man, they are the most fucking aggressive. So I used to work at Bayside Marketplace in Miami, and the way their food court's set up, you good over there?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I kept on moving, and I'm like, why is my head going this way?
Pulling it down?
Yeah.
Thought you were just dancing for a second.
Weekend at Bernie's.
That's right. But, so the most aggressive birds I came across in my life was seagulls. Mm-hmm. And I have countless experiences I've had with them. As an adult, I used to work at the Bayside Marketplace, which was right there on the bay. And the way their food court was set up was you can sit inside with the climate control, or you could sit outside. They had like a little deck where you had tables if you wanted to enjoy the humidity. Yeah. I don't know why anybody would really want to go out there, but
beach humidity is different.
Shit, yeah, it is.
I can't.
And so I'd always sit inside with the climate control on my break, and I'd see people go out there with their food, whether it was like a burger and fries, a pizza, or whatever it was. And I kid you not, these seagulls would walk up on folks, wanting fries, wanting whatever. They'd fly up on the table, try to snatch what they could snatch. Some people, when they see a bird come up, their first instinct is, hey, let me feed this bird. You throw them a fry, you think it's cute. Let me do something cool for this bird. I'm going to change this bird's life by giving him a french fry.
This motherfucker been surviving and getting his own food for I don't know how long. That motherfucker need your help.
Yeah, that bird is far from innocent. Let me tell you.
Man, fuck that.
It's like, what do they say about like animals, when they get a taste for blood? They go after it.
They go after it.
So those seagulls, they know exactly what human food tastes like, and they crave it. And they're not scared. They're fearless. Mm-mm. So, that tourist on vacation giving them a french fry, then they think it's a one and done. That's not the case. They become more aggressive.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're like, nah, it's not that one. I want all your fries.
Exactly.
To my point I was telling you earlier, seagulls, they're the Debo of the animal kingdom. That's my fries.
Give me them. Give me them fries. Give me everything on your plate.
Give me your gold chain, too.
Everything. Strip, get butt naked. I need everything. I need everything.
Your wallet, cuz. I've seen countless interactions where it starts out with a fry or like a piece of a crust, something innocent. And then, that bird becomes more aggressive and then other birds fly in. And then all of a sudden, these people are back indoors with me.
Yes.
Like, what? Fuck that.
But it's like, why would you want to go out and deal with all of that if you know it happens? Like, why would you want to sit out there and no, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Well, people come to this country on vacation already, and they're like, man, there's a lot of crime and just crazy shit. Mm-hmm. And they realize they're getting attacked and robbed by birds, too. Like, fuck Miami. I hate this place.
But that is just that place is weird because of where it is. Like, it's on the coast. Mm-hmm. Like, you got all of these natural disasters that, that could happen. It's just... Yeah, like Miami Florida just in general they got gators down there. Like you got the wildlife, the Mother Nature, and then you got all this. Man, y'all got rough down there. Y'all had it rough.
Well, you know what though? If I'm being honest with you, I've come across gators many times. The Everglades, other parks, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I've never had beef with an alligator. I have had beef with a lot of birds though. Yeah. So throwing back to my childhood. What was crazy was we had a couple games we played with the seagulls. One of them was seagull football. So back before like the beaches were what they are now, where you can't do anything, mm-hmm. We used to roll out there with the whole loaf of Cuban bread. We would eat it, we'd get the croquetas and all that stuff and make little sandwiches. But, the five of us, there would be more bread than what we could eat, right? So we'd always break off like the tail end of the loaf. And we would give it to the seagulls. So we'd walk out there, where nobody was set up. Mm-hmm. And we would lure in the birds with a couple pieces of this or that. And then once all the birds started flying in, we throw out that big piece of the Cuban bread out there, right? And then they're already like agitated because they know there's food.
Oh, yeah.
and then you throw that piece of Cuban bread in there, and now you have a sport. We used to call it seagull football. Forget the Dolphins. We had the Miami Seagulls. Right there.
We had the goals, baby.
And they'd get really aggressive. So, like, one would swoop in, pick up the fucking piece of bread, and get greedy. He can't eat that whole fucking piece of bread. Maybe he could. I don't know. And then he would try to fly off, right? And then the next seagull would come in and knock that fucking piece of bread out of his mouth. And it would fall. One would either try to catch it midair or they would all descend upon it. And then it was just a back and forth handoff, steal, fumble. So that's why we call it seagull football. It was fun to watch. And then like every time like a seagull would like make contact with it, they would break off a piece.
Yeah.
So it became smaller and smaller until there was pretty much nothing left. But it was fun to watch because, start off in one spot and then they'd be like 500 feet down the beach, as they would be flying with it. Yeah. Should be like a bird Olympic sport or something like that.
Seagull football.
Yeah, it was fun. So I guess you mess with the birds, you're gonna get the beak, right?
Oh yeah.
So maybe they didn't like the seagull football so much because that was a competitive sport. Maybe that was like bird MMA, right? They were fighting together.
The motherfucker came out there with half his beak gone. He said, "I don't want to do that no more."
Nope.
He said that shit ain't for me.
So maybe they remembered that and held a grudge because this one day I was just walking down the shoreline of the beach and I had a bag of cheese puffs. And, my dumb ass, like the tourists at the Bayside Mall, let me give him one. Let me break him off something. Right? So that one seagull turned into like 3, then 3 turned into like 8. Then like all of a sudden there's like 30 seagulls over there trying to get these cheese puffs from me. And I thought it was fun. I'm a kid just having fun doing my thing. And then as more birds got there and they realized food is probably limited, they're all like, hey, I need to get in on this before it's gone.
Right now.
Yeah.
And now I bet that's what made it worse.
It sure did. And then all of a sudden, as I'm like trying to pull these cheese puffs out of my bag, a bird flies in and snatches one out of my hand. I'm like, what the fuck?
Give me my cheesy poofs.
Yeah, Devo's like, my cheese poof. So then like my thoughts are, okay, let me fucking run. Because now like all these birds are trying to come in. So like I'm running down the beach thinking, okay, maybe I can get away from these birds. And I throw one over my shoulder, like, okay, maybe they're going to like go after that and leave me the fuck alone. So like I'm running and then like I feel something on my right side. I'm holding this bag of cheese puffs. And then like all of a sudden like I notice like there's no more cheese puffs in the bag. And I look down, they done busted a hole up in the bag.
My God.
All that shit fell out.
Oh my God. I bet you look like a crazy man off in the distance.
Man, I was a little bitch running down the beach screaming.
I would have loved to be one of them seagulls just flying high, just watching you just run.
Dude, like, they were like on the ground, in the air. They were coming after me, man. And as soon as that bag busted open, they forgot who the fuck I was. So you don't got no food no more. It's all on the ground.
Hey, the gig's up, y'all. Ain't no more. It's all gone.
Dude, and they can eat that shit fast, too. Like,
yeah.
It was gone in like 10 seconds, the whole bag.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bread and cheesy poos. That's their favorite.
At least that's all we were giving them.
Yeah. I feel like they would eat anything, though.
They probably would. So, not that this is something I ever did, but this is something that my dad told me that kids would do back in the day. They would take Alka-Seltzer pills, and they would put it in like a piece of bread or something like that, and the bird would eat it.
Oh, my God.
And then the pill would foam up, expand, do what it did, and it would basically blow up their stomach. I was like, damn, kids did that shit? Yeah, kids did that shit all the time. They thought it was fun. I was like, damn, maybe that's why this next generation of birds is going after the next generation of kids. They're fucking with me because the last generation fucked with them.
Yeah, and what they get back.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm getting shit on going to school.
Yeah. I ain't never known that, though.
Yeah.
The Alka-Seltzer, damn.
I don't know. My family didn't do it, but they knew of it.
So it used to be like motherfucking pigeons. They were like motherfucking birds just blowing up, like just bursting.
Yeah, it swells up in their stomach and just pop.
Yeah, that's not, yeah.
The other thing, too, speaking of like the GI tract of a bird, yes, they have stomachs. But what a lot of people don't realize is when a bird shits on you, they're not just shitting on you, they're pissing on you, too.
Yeah, because you got no bladders.
They don't have no bladders. They have one orifice that the pee and the poo comes out of. And I'm going to fuck this up, so I'm going to let...
I remember how to say it.
How do you say it?
Cloaca.
Cloaca.
Cloaca. Cloaca.
Such a funny word.
Right? That is freaking crazy. Like, imagine, like, having just one hole that everything comes out of. That would make things so much simpler.
I don't think I want a hole that everything comes out of.
That's true.
Not as a human. I don't. Maybe, you know, as an animal of some sort out in the wild, you can get away with that. But
yeah,
one hole with...
Yeah, it doesn't seem like enough.
That shit, the smell, piss and shit come... Nah, I'm cool with that.
It's like a paste.
And that's what it is, too. It's like a paste.
That's exactly what it is. And, dude, like, what's crazy, too, is I'm not... clearly the only person that's had experiences with birds. Mm-hmm. I was doing some digging on Google, and I came across a couple stories from TMZ.
Oh my God, about some birds.
Yeah, there was a man arrested for shooting at seagulls that took his funnel cake in Atlantic City.
Not the funnel cake. Like, what kind of gun was he using?
I don't have those details, but like, dude was literally arrested. Like, I guess he wanted that funnel cake. Like,
people crash out on the dumbest shit.
So I was talking to somebody at work the other day too, just kind of asking some questions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he had told me that a seagull took a sandwich out of his hands once. So it does happen to more people than just me. And this is another story that I saw on TMZ. High-flying bird steals joint from guy's hand.
Oh, yeah, that motherfucker mad.
For real.
That motherfucker pissed. I bet.
But you know what, though? Like,
I bet it was his last one, too.
In this story, I kind of feel for the bird. It's like, I wonder what that bird was going through that he wanted to get high.
Yeah.
Like, look, the bird said, you know what? I get a different kind of high. I get to fly up in the air and look down on you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Let me try this other high that you guys are on.
Yeah. God, I bet that motherfucker was mad as hell. Oh no, my motherfucking weed, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was mad as fuck.
Dude, like birds though, they're probably fucking smart.
Oh yeah. There's a few smart birds out there. Owls.
Yep.
Fucking crows.
Ravens, man, they're fucking smart. They can actually mimic human voices better than a parrot.
Yes. This is true.
Like, that's some scary shit.
That is.
Like, imagine, like, you're walking outside your house and you got some bird saying, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, you gonna strip that.
Or, like, you're just, like, riding your bike down through the neighborhood and you hear a bird flying over and you just hear, like, that's my bike. And you're looking like, what?
Let me tell you this. I would, man, wherever direction that was coming from, I'm shooting all that shit up. I'm shooting it all up.
Oh.
And that motherfucker come out the other bushes. You missed.
Can you imagine like two birds having a conversation?
Oh my God. And
you're like, what did I just step into?
I think, speaking of conversations, what is it, goats? When they laugh, they sound like humans. Yeah, they actually sound like humans laughing. It's either goats or...
I think it's goats.
Or llamas or somebody. It's some weird animal. Like when you hear them like laughing or making a noise, it sounds like real humans laughing. That shit is weird.
That's no joke.
Yeah, that shit is weird.
But, gulls, I give seagulls in particular a lot of shit, but gulls in general, they actually have a really smart tactic that they use too. So, like earthworms.
Oh, yeah.
When it rains, they come out, right? Because they'll dry up.
Yeah. So
what gulls do, they actually slap the ground with their feet, mimicking the sound of rain to lure the earthworms out. So it's like, okay, these earthworms thinking it's time for a bath. They're going to get some water and have a good time.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
And then, the bird's like, got you, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's fucked up.
Yeah, animals are smart. So another case example that animals know what the fuck they're doing. So if you get shit on by a bird, That's intentional.
Yeah, everything's intentional.
You know, some people like to say nothing's a coincidence, and
nah,
you know, I have to agree. And then like crows, I think they're one of my favorite birds.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me about this too. You was talking about something about like you can train them to hunt something.
Yeah, you can train them for like to find money, jewelry.
Oh shit!
Shiny things. They're kind of already attracted to shiny things. So you just reward them with some food. When they bring you shit, they bring you coins, jewelry, whatever. Dude, like imagine the homeless people in the city. That's actually a really smart tactic. Imagine like training birds to just find you shit, so you don't have to stand on the corner and panhandle anymore. You literally got birds bringing you shit. And if you have enough birds in your squad or your flock, whatever you want to call it, dude, you can like make 6 figures a year just from bird scavenging.
And that's like on autopilot. Like you ain't got to be awake for that shit to happen. You can wake up and there's a pile of shit at you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you ain't got to be awake for that shit. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That shit is mad crazy.
We need to try that.
You can try it.
I think what I would do actually, I would just train a bird, like a bigger bird, to shit on a smaller bird. Get my revenge that way. Payback, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I want to just be the biggest bird in a future reincarnation so I can shit on the other birds. Like I'll be like high up in the sky. I want to be like the highest flying fucking bird. Whatever flies the highest. Bird. And I want to like watch birds shit on people. Like, I got you.
Oh, you got that motherfucker? I got you.
I'm gonna shit on you. You know, that's you know, they say shit rolls downhill. Right? I know we've experienced it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I want to be like that bird on top that's shitting on the birds, shitting on the people.
Yes.
That's how I'm going to live my next lifetime.
That would be pretty dope.
Dude, like I got one other crazy ass story. So like my innocence as a kid, my dad taught me this cool trick where they have like these like little kind of plants that grow up like little weeds, and they have like little like arms that spread off on the top. Mm-hmm. And they have like little seeds. You pull off the seeds and you have like a little flexible limb on there, and you tie it like a lasso. And then the plant, you know, the stalk is like a couple feet long.
Oh, yeah.
And then you use it as like a little leash, and you can catch lizards with it. So my dad taught me that trick as a kid. So I would go around and catch my little lizards, and I'd like walk them around like a dog or a cat for a little bit, and I just let them go. I wasn't catching them to hurt them or do anything crazy that. That's just what kids did in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Put buds in your pockets, pick up rocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just throw rocks.
Yeah,
man,
we
kids don't throw rocks anymore. They don't even kick rocks.
Nah.
But so this one particular day, I caught this lizard, and the family behind my grandma's house, they had a chicken coop. And I was sitting here thinking, okay, you know, let me show these chickens something cool, right? You know, we used to feed, there was grapes in my grandparents' yard, so we used to throw them grapes and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, they eat seeds all day. They're probably like a vegetarian or whatever, right? They just eat plants. And so this one day I had a bright idea. I'm like, hey, let me show them my new pet lizard, right? So like I got him on a leash, and there's like a chain link fence between the 2 yards. So I'm like walking up with this lizard, you know, and the lizard's like freaking out. I'm like, bro, like, what are you, shy? You know, these chickens want to see you. Like, they're coming up to the fence. They look like really excited. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I like your new pet.
And I really like your new pet.
And they're pretty hyped up. And I was like, oh, awesome. I'm going to show this off real quick, right? So I'm like showing them my little lizard on its leash. And the lizard's looking like, you know, oh, shit. And I didn't make the connection that they eat lizards.
Yeah.
And so, like, I have it right there next to the fence, and this one chicken fucking runs its head and beak and neck through the fucking chain and grabs my fucking lizard and eats him. And I'm like, Deadpool, I'm like, what the fuck? He ate my fucking pet lizard. And I'm feeling like an asshole because I basically just fed him to the lions. Like, you know the Jurassic Park movie where they have, like, was it a goat or something like that they put out there for the T-Rex?
Oh, and that little contraption they lower down in there. Yeah.
And, you know, like, okay, T-Rex wants to hunt. He doesn't want to be fed. Well, you know what? These chickens, they didn't mind being fed. And I fucking fed them. I didn't even know.
Damn. I bet my man didn't even know that was going to be his last day.
Man, if I would have known, I would have not even caught him.
Yeah.
Like, that was the end of my lizard catching days. You know what? I
I just really almost like really fucked up.
Yeah. So. Like that was my friend. Like I was hanging out to him. We were hanging out for like an hour at that point. I'm like, dude, like I just sent him to his demise.
Yeah.
That's like the most horrific way. Like, you know, speaking of like T-Rexes and stuff like that, like, you know, chickens, they are like the closest living relative to a dinosaur, to a T-Rex. They share some of the same DNA even.
And you know, it was crazy to me when you at first told me that too. But, you know, just thinking about it, like, they were the only ones, you know, like, if you're talking about, like, a ice age extinction belief, like, they would have been the only ones that have been able to migrate from that area. So, like, I'm pretty sure that they evolved and went other places. And so I could see that. I could see that, you know. Even the water life. It's just the land life, I feel like, that took the biggest severe hit.
Yeah. Whether you got like an ice age, global warming, in an asteroid, you know, my first thought would have been like, okay, so like life in the water that doesn't necessarily need the sun or, you know, other you know, land-based life to survive. Like my first instinct, you know, if you didn't tell me that the chickens were the closest relative, my go-to would have been an alligator.
Yeah.
Like,
they
man,
look like them.
They look like dinosaurs.
Yeah. Or the image that we've been led to believe that what dinosaurs look like, you know. Mm-hmm. But I can believe that bird though.
Yeah, when I was a kid, dinosaurs were like more depicted as like reptiles with scales and stuff like that. And now they're saying that dinosaurs most likely had feathers. So I guess the bird's the word, right? The bird's the word. Birds. The bird's the word. All right, Peter Griffin.
Hey, let me tell you this. The only thing I remember about Peter Griffin was that damn shit when he hit his knee. He like, boy, that shit funny, man. That shit is so funny. And it's the
Family Guy in general, yeah. You know what? He got into a fight with the chicken, didn't he?
That is right.
Damn, that's right. I want to go back and watch that after the show.
Yeah, man. He did get
his epic chicken fights.
Yeah.
I think he did that one for me. On my shoulder.
He's like, you that same motherfucking bird. I got your ass.
Well, I really want to hear from people. You know, if you've been shit on by a bird, if you've been attacked by a seagull, you ran into a fucking geese, a flock of geese, and you're like, what the flock?
We want to hear your stories.
Yes, I exactly want to hear your stories. And you know what? I want to hear other people post their videos, share their experiences. You know, if we got anybody that we can think of that wants to come back, we can always revisit this topic.
Yes, always.
You know, because I can always talk about birds being assholes and wanting them to fly the fuck off.
Shit, I can leave here today and I get shit on by a bird. Now I got a story.
And you know, birds have like weird names too. There's one called a blue-footed booby. What the fuck?
I remember that shit.
I think they're from like the Galapagos Islands.
You remember? When you said that, unlocked a memory in my head. You remember National Geographic back in the day used to have these little picto cards that would tell you fun facts about animals and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they were like, each month you would get like the new update is like a little binder that had all these in there. Yeah. And like it separated it by, you know, like land, sea, like this shit was real cool. But it was about this thick. Once I stopped doing it, my book was about this damn thick. And I had like books. I mean, I had like fun facts and all this shit. And you said blue-footed booby, that shit made me remember that because I definitely remember.
I just remember being a kid and thinking, boobies?
Not no boobies.
Blue-footed boobies?
Blue-footed boobies?
You know, like, I liked birds when I was a kid. Like, you had Big Bird from Sesame Street. Mm-hmm. That was my dude. You know, then, like, fast forward a few years later, you know, they're shitting on me again. Like, that's my hang-up is getting shitted on by birds.
There was something going on about Big Bird, too. Like in other countries, he's a different color. He's not yellow.
For real?
Yeah. Like, and it's something. It's something goes to the effect of like it's.
Is it based off the region? Like, what's the popular bird? Like here, it's a canary. I guess is he supposed to be like a canary?
I think that's what
like a big ass canary.
Yeah, and I think that's what it worked out to be. And like all of them were like different colors, and it was regional specific.
So. In the Galapagos, that means Big Bird is a booby.
Possibly.
Blue booby. A blue bee.
But I was looking at this shit and I was like, damn, I never knew that.
There might be a part 2 to birds.
Yes, it would definitely be a part 2.
I think there's a lot more fun facts that we hadn't even uncovered.
Oh, of course.
I just want to hear what other people have to say.
Yeah. Because I know, my man over here got these wild stories. Man, I know y'all got some stories.
I know there's somebody that's been in the backyard, kicking up, yawning with his mouth open.
Oh, stop.
He didn't even have saltine crackers.
I know, right?
He's just yawning.
He got raw and uncut.
Some of these birds I'm going to name Randy because they're savage as fuck.
Damn dad jokes.
Oh, man. You got to have the dad jokes.
Oh, yeah.
They're the best jokes.
They are. Some of them be so corny that you can't do nothing but laugh. And like, wow, man, who constructed that joke?
That's right. Well, Rafael, definitely an interesting conversation today.
Yes, very interesting.
And I'm looking forward to some follow-up. Hopefully we'll hear some interesting stories.
Birds and the shit and stuff. And, I learned some stuff today.
Yep. If you're having a shitty day in the future, just as long as you don't get shitted on by an actual bird, it's not that bad.
Nah, it ain't that bad.
Or just when you're walking to school, bring an extra shirt in case shit happens.
Yes, because shit does happen, and it does hit the fan.
Yep. All right, Rafael. Well, I think we can wrap this one up.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bird's a word.